This week, David and I are here with the 11th generation of, David,
the Honda Accord.
This is a totally new take on Accord. I mean, it may not sound it, but it's a totally new take on Accord. It is a little Honda Civic-ish in my view, especially here at the front with those sort of flattened lights and so forth. The LED lights are active. You can see that this colour, it doesn't show up particularly well on this, so we've got some photos of a lighter car. There's active shutters at the front, and that aids airflow, so it also blocks off air when you don't need the engine to be cooled. But of course, the unique thing about this range is there's only one model, and that's this, the RS, and it's a hybrid. But you don't realise how big this is. It is absolutely huge. First of all, let's go for the price, which is
$64,990 plus on roads, of course.
Plus on roads, yes.
$900 plus on roads.
So that's quite a big chunk of change, but you're getting quite a big car for your money.
A lot of technology, accomplished and revitalised.
Yeah.
I think that really summarises where Honda needs to be. It needs to be revitalised.
Well, I hope they haven't left it too late. That's my only worry. Most of what you're buying here, of course, is under the skin. It does really clever things. It's got clever steering. And the hybrid system is incredibly clever as well. It's got two motors, one of which is used just to charge the battery, and the battery is under the back seat along with all of the gubbins for it. Fuel consumption down to
4.8 on combined, 5.4 on rural, but remarkably 2.4 in urban.
And you can see just how wide and long this car is. It's got that coupe-esque styling that some of the European cars have got.
Yes.
Quite European, and yet this is not, despite this rear window, it's
The boot's enormous.
got a boot. And look at the amount of space in here. This is absolutely gargantuan. The back seats do fold down, but look, that is just absolutely huge.
And look,
It's just huge.
you could get a body in. Well,
You could get two bodies in there.
well, it'd be very
And the
close.
lights here at the back extend all the way across, just about to the middle. It's got a sunroof, which thankfully opens. It's got smart locking and unlocking, which is brilliant. Again, only on the front door. The back doors you've got to unlock from the front doors. Whenever you get in, whenever you open a door, the theme mode lighting goes bright orange to let you know that the door's open. There's a shade here. It's a manual shade, but a shade in the rear. And look at the amount of space you've got, David. That is absolutely huge. How's your headspace?
Tight.
You've got a couple of USBs there in the back. You've got a vent.
USB-Cs.
There's not another zone of climate control, which is a bit of a shame for a $65,000 car, but you do have a comfortable armrest with a couple of cup holders.
And Alan, if I'm a passenger in the back here, I can adjust the seat.
That's very Kia-esque, isn't it?
Oh, that's a great idea.
Signed into my Google account. So this account is my Google account, which I think is very clever. Now I'm just going to see if it knows where home is. It does know where home is.
It's where the heart is, Alan.
Yeah, well, I don't know that I'd get that excited. Steering wheel is nice and uncluttered, and like most hybrid cars, we've got a set of paddles for regeneration. We've got drive modes as well, but you really don't need it. Once you're on the move, you also notice that we've got active noise cancelling.
It was very good.
It's incredibly quiet. So we'll go around the corner now. I can see in my head-up display, David, this very large 10-inch or so head-up display, that it's giving me my directions in the top,
Yep.
which I think is just extraordinary. There we go. That's nippy. Go around here. Look, we'll just nip around this corner. How's that?
It just sits nice and quietly, doesn't it?
Doesn't it? Just, it's beautiful. This is an e-CVT, David.
What does that mean, Alan?
e-CVT means that it's a CVT that has electronic control. Let me just put that up into sport. I'll wait for this car to go. Indicate and give it some beans.
Bit of sporty engine noise.
And also, did you hear the gear changes? So it's simulating gear changes, and it does that regardless of drive mode. All right, I've got my steering. Oh, there we go. So the car's now steering itself and keeping a distance from the car in front. My blind spot monitor is active. All of these things are active, David. It's working with the dual pinion electric power steering.
Okay.
Dual pinion. I mean, I thought one was impressive, but to have two of them. Now, on the highway, I think that we've got a fairly smooth, calm experience.
Yeah.
They've really thought about where all the controls are. Everything is, the indicators are on the correct side, so the right side. The gear lever's been moved over to give us bigger cup holders. We've got a fairly clean center console. We've got a Qi wireless charger.
And charge as well?
Charge as well. It's not hugely fast.
No, they're not.
But you can see here, David, that it's giving me very clear instructions, and this has got a very lifelike Google Maps image, because of course it is a Google operating system. My phone will operate if I now see this guy cut in front of me, but the car slowed down. You've just got to have confidence that it's going to work. Now we'll nip around here. We're down to city speeds now. This Accord is so beautiful at city speeds. It is a city car, and like all hybrids, they do much better, as you mentioned, outside. 2.4 litres.
The important thing there, Alan, is that I think we need to be reporting the city versus country figures, because the average now is what we might have traditionally thought is now misleading. And if you are going to do most of your driving in the urban area,
yep,
or vice versa, most in the rural area, then the individual figure is much more relevant.
That's right. Now I just want to point out, David, that my battery is nearly full.
Oh, sorry, I thought that was an existential thing of...
Well, if I was reporting that, David, I'd say my battery is damn near empty. Now, we're in EV mode because I've got plenty of power stored from our little run along the freeway, and I'm getting arrows telling me to turn that way, signalling like progressive indicators. I want to change the fan speed.
Well,
you want to change the temperature.
I find that a generalisation. I quite often up and down, or I might put the defroster on there, and suddenly it's too loud, but I still want it high. And you're right, but look.
But you've got.
See, it doesn't always work. We have this disagreement, Alan, of which I've had some colleagues be more supportive of my side of the argument.
Were they all old?
No.
I think you're telling me porkies. Now, let's wrap this up very quickly, David. What is your take on the 11th generation Honda Accord?
Well, it's back to what I liked about Honda. It is a smooth, elegant, confident car that gives you they use the word trustworthiness. And I think it's got a bit of that.
I think it's well worth the money. So it is expensive, but it's worth the money. And we will see you next time. That's all this week for the 11th generation Honda Accord. It's actually got plenty of power, plenty of poke, and it is an extremely comfortable, capable car.
Hondas used to be the case, you got in them and thought, oh, okay, but the longer you were there, the better you felt. This one you get into and it feels pretty good from the start.
It feels good from the word go. So David, it's come time to hit like.
And leave a message.
And above all, hit the little round dot just over there somewhere to subscribe.